Hello, this video is for Eastside Bagel and everyone else watching it also. Um, Eastside Bagel asked me a couple of questions, so I thought I'd answer them to the best of my ability. So I'm just positioning this right. I got a mirror behind me, so I'm trying to catch myself. There's nowhere in my room really that I could place this camera, so it's perfect for my seated posture to capture me. Anyway, thanks for initiating the conversation, Bagel. It's good to see you. It's a very weird experience talking to all these people online from around the globe, and most of them, 99% of them, all you know is a little avatar and maybe a signature, but you don't know what they look like. You don't know what they sounds like. You don't know what their tone of voice is when they're posting. I mean, they're not talking, but as if they were saying the same thing. It's very strange. It's unprecedented in human history having this quick and easy access to so many people all the time, and it can suck you in because at the end of the day, when you turn your computer off, if you're alone, you're alone. If you have a rich social life, you can go out with your friends but I can see its uses. I kind of am glad that I didn't grow up with it. Even though, I mean, I was an incredibly lonely kid. Like, I wasn't really close to my parents. And there weren't that many kids in my neighborhood. And anyway, but I'm not going to go into all that. You can ask me questions about that type of stuff if it's of interest to you. Otherwise, I'm not going to go into it because it's not relevant at the moment. But so first, I'll answer the cat question first because that's easier. I figure. Well, actually, I don't necessarily know what's wrong with your cat. Um, my cats do that weird scratching also, for some reason, some of the time. I don't know why. Usually, my cat does it as a way to get my attention. My boy cat does it. It's funny. My girl cat never scratches at all. Their personalities are pretty different, even though they're brother and sister, twins, really. I mean, all cats are twins, really, because they're born in litters. But anyway, so it could be my cat does it to get my attention. If he's annoyed, if he wants to go outside, if he's hungry, if he just wants to annoy me, he knows that's a good way to do it. And as for your cat being picky, what I'd say, people might think it's cruel, but that's stupid. I mean, my solution is my cats are never picky. And when they are picky, I know it's because of a legitimate reason, like that the food isn't bad or there's something wrong with it. Because if they don't eat, I don't give them anything else. So they know to eat whatever I give them. And I try to get them, good stuff. Um, as high quality stuff as I can. Organic cat food is pretty much outside my price range at the moment. But if I could afford it, I might actually be able to get it for the same price as regular cat food through the wholesale system here at the Eco Village, which is one of the cool things, which I'll tell you about in a moment. Hang on, let me check my time. 3:43. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here on time. So, excuse me. To make a long story short, just give your cat food, and if he doesn't like it, just don't feed him that day. And then I have a feeling the next day he'll be willing to eat what you give him. Or if he really just doesn't like it at all, just try different cat food. I mean, my cats do have preferences. It's obviously that certain food they like and certain food they don't like so much. So, I mean, if they really don't like something, I'm not going to force them to eat it just to be a jerk. But I don't know. Just yeah. I mean, if you look at if I don't know how it is you're in Belgium, right? I don't know how it is in Belgium or your home country of Germany, but around here you see so many fat cats. People leave dry food out on the floor, just sitting there for days and days, and the cats. Anytime the cat has anxiety, kind of like a fat person, And I'm not saying that's a judge because I have like eating issues myself, actually, even though I'm really skinny. I mean, or I'm about average. I'm a little on the thin side, but I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I totally understand that, you know, when you're anxious, it's a way to seek comfort, you know? I mean, it's the first initial comfort we all got from our mother's breast, if we're lucky. And, you know, I don't know what the figures are in your country, but in America, you know, especially in the 60s, 70s, so many people weren't even breastfed. My girlfriend wasn't breastfed. I was breastfed for half breastfed, half bottle fed for 6 months, and then pretty much weaned off milk. But the point is very comforting to be able to eat whenever you feel stressed. But I don't give my cats that option, so they don't do it. I mean, what I'm saying is, I just feed them. I give them as much food as they're gonna eat, and they eat it, and that's it. I don't feed them again till the next day. Or if they're really annoying, I might give them a little bit more. You know, if I feed them in the morning, I might give them a little more in the evening. So sometimes I might feed them twice a day, but that's mostly just my own weakness. I should really feed them more once a day rather than a slightly less amount twice a day, because they're carnivores, and carnivores, you know, they eat once a day. If you look at a lion will make it kill and eat a huge amount all at once, and then it won't eat for you know, a day or two until it makes its next kill. So it kind of keeps them sharper to not feed them as much. Also, pretty much the number one way to live a long time is to eat less. Like with rats, they found that if they not starves them, starve isn't the right word, because starve is going to kill you pretty fast within a few months probably, or you know, 6 months, a year, depending on how little food you're eating at all. If you're not eating anything, probably have about 110 days at the most before you die. That's the people who are doing the hunger fast. I mean, the hunger strike in Ireland. I forgot over what, but I think the longest one of them lasted about 110 days. And after 60 days, probably, you're going to cause irreversible damage to your system. But anyway, so just feed them less. That'll keep them healthier. They're going to be bitchy at first. They're going to cry, or your one cat, Pinky, he's going to cry a lot, but just, you know, I don't know if he goes outside. If he goes outside, just make sure he doesn't run away in search of food somewhere else. But if he's indoor cat, he has to submit to your will. So that's my solution for that. Okay, let's see how I'm doing on time. 7 minutes and 53 seconds. So I'm going to cut this short, and I'm going to answer your Eco Village question in the next video.